Okay, that was that was really weird. That was something. I don't know what just happened there. Um, so yeah, I that could have been YouTube trying to shut me down, or that could have just been that I accidentally kicked the cord on my router. We're gonna say they tried to shut me down for speaking the truth. So we're just gonna to finish this off, and then we were almost done, anyways.
So ultimately, I was not able to find a Sherpa, a guide, who could get me through. Mm-hmm. So that's my situation. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm going to chance it at the border. Mm-hmm. I'm posting this on both of my channels, the Roundtable and the Gonzalo Lira Again channel, which, again, you know, it's weird because, see, when they allowed me out on bail, see, last year, when they detained me, because they didn't formally arrest me, they detained me. Mm-hmm. When they detained me in April of 22, they took control of 2 of my Google accounts.
Yeah, this is a weird story.
The Google accounts that controlled my previous channels, my Coach Red Pill channel and my Gonzalo Lira channel. You know, they never gave up that control of those accounts. I've never recovered those Gmail accounts and Google accounts that control those channels. But the Google account that controlled my current channel, Gonzalo Lira Again, and the Roundtable, they gave that back to me, okay? So that further gives me the hope that they're just basically saying, go away. That's what I'm hoping. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, you know, I realize what they did. Mm-hmm. And I've outlined it to you in this video. And, you know, I don't know what to say. So, you know, you'll have to draw your own conclusions. Mm-hmm. By the way, during this past month that I've been free on bail, I obviously haven't been posting anything anywhere, just to keep a low profile and just to straighten out my head as to my options. I didn't want to be distracted with social media. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was probably.
I reached out to a few online people, but not all of the people that I know from the online world. Not because of anything in particular, but just, you know, I wanted to get in touch with people who could, you know, help me out in a practical way insofar as this current situation is concerned. Unfortunately, you know, all the avenues that I tried, it came to nothing. And so this is the situation I'm in. Mm-hmm. It's, well, look, on February 27th or 28th, I think it was the 28th, I'm not sure, I forgot. February 27th, 28th of 2010, I lived through the Great Chilean earthquake. It was an 8.8 earthquake. And I happened to be on the 15th floor. My apartment was on the 15th floor. And it was spectacular. My building moved around from side to side, you know, like 3 meters off axis.
What is he even
and a
talking
meter and a
about?
half
Like, what is
roughly
this?
on the other, and this elliptical swinging around. And I
Nothing
thought that the
about
building
this
was going to
makes
collapse
sense.
and I was going to die. Mm-hmm. And of course it didn't, thank goodness. But that was the moment that I learned fatalism. But there are some things that are simply beyond your control, and you have to live through them. And you have to just go forward. And there's nothing you can do. Everything is beyond your control. You know? And we you know, fool ourselves thinking that we can control everything. And that causes so much anguish for no reason. We worry, we think this, that, the other. But you have to recognize when you have actual control over some situation and when that control is beyond you. And there is absolutely nothing that you can do. Mm-hmm. Nothing that you can do except move forward. So
like Aaron Yeager.
I will cross the border into Hungary.
Just keep moving forward.
In the next couple of hours, or I will be arrested again, and God knows what will happen to me. Mm-hmm. So if I post again here on the video and on Twitter, then you know that I made it. And if I don't, then you know that I didn't. And I would ask you humbly that if you don't hear from me again, anybody and everybody who's watching this video, please raise a ruckus, raise a fuss. Because ultimately, you know, as you can see in the indictment that I posted on Twitter, all of the pages are there. You can read it for yourself in Ukrainian and in English. The charges against me are just because of my opinion about this conflict. I did no harm to anyone. And they arrested me because they wanted to have on the nightly news a short little video of how they are fighting the propagandists. That's it. That's why they arrested me. The extortion stuff that I discussed, that happened later when they realized that I wasn't a poor schmuck. But the start of the genesis of this whole situation is because I had an opinion that went against the narrative. And that's why I went to prison. And that's why, if I'm arrested again, I will die in prison. So I ask you, please, as many people as possible, the American State Department knows exactly who I am and the situation I'm currently involved in. And they know the fate that awaits me. They know it. You know, they have that saying that, I forget the wording exactly. You know, I'm a little stressed out, as you can imagine, but they have that saying that people are fundamentally good, but for evil to triumph, all you need is the indifference of good people. Please don't be indifferent to my fate. I ask you this very humbly. Please recognize that, well, the literal death that awaits me if this doesn't work out. Understand what's going on.
And that's the last thing we have for him. Now we have some fucking weirdo tranny who posted saying they caught Gonzalo Lira, who apparently works for the Ukrainian government.
It's because there's a reason you haven't heard from Gonzalo Lira yet with his so-called attempts at asylum in Hungary. It's because the state security services, better known as the SBU, are some of the most talented and focused law enforcement agents across the globe. And in doing so, they knew where Gonzalo Lira was. There's a reason.
Okay, so I don't know if that's real or like what the fuck that even is. People are saying he captured again. So who knows what's gonna happen? Lira apparently got captured again, so we don't know what's gonna go on with him. I don't know. We hope Coach gets out of it. Okay. We hope that he survives. I don't know what else to say. I feel bad for the dude. I don't know what kind of shady shit was going on. There's a lot of really sus stuff about this entire thing, but I don't know. I can't help but feel bad for him. So that's the video. God bless. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys